Hello, my amazing artist. We have completed our beautiful tints and shades practice work, and now we're ready to move on to our final project. Today I'm going to show you how to make these concentric circles, going from the lightest tint of your base color to the darkest shade of your base color. Let's get started. Today I'm going to give you a piece of tape, and you are going to tear it into 4 pieces. They don't have to be the same size. Then you're going to roll them into loops. If it's not perfect, that's okay. You just need enough to stick on the corner. And this is going to help you stick your paper to our painting tray. This painting tray is here so that you can keep your table clean, but also keep your paper stuck down flat while you're painting, because sometimes paper likes to curl when it has moisture like paint or water on it. Stick it down, and now we're ready to go. In my paint tray, I have my base color. Today I chose blue, and I also have our black for creating shades and white for creating tints. I have a paper towel to get all the paint out if I need to switch or change something. If you need to go to the sink to wash, that's fine, but a paper towel should do the job. Let's start with creating our lightest tint. The way I like to make my tint is I get a whole scoop of white all by itself, just put it right in a fresh well, get a dip of blue, and stir. If you think that's not light enough, get a little bit more white, keep going. It's gonna be so light, it's almost white. All right, I'm happy with that. And today I'm gonna start with a small circle right in the middle. Some artists like to do a larger one, some like to do smaller than what I'm doing. Either is fine. Just make a circle. It's okay if it's not perfect. All right, now let's think. How do we make this lightest tint go to a little bit less light? I'm gonna add more blue. And if it's not enough, just add a little bit more. Another dip. I like this because I can control this. Gradually the paint will change. You may even find yourself getting more intense in shades in this practice than what you did in our initial worksheet, and that's okay. All right, so I've got my next one, and I'm just going to hold my brush and draw a circle just right next to it. I'm just gently pressing, letting the brush do the work, and that's it. All right, we're ready for our next tint. One more dip of blue. And keep going. This one should look different. Oh, I just need a little bit more. I compared it because I do want there to be a change, but not to be a significant change. All right. Remember, just having a little bit of time. Take your brush. Trace it around. If it's dry, just flip to the other side. There we go. All right. And if you see that you don't like the way something's going, change it. If it's going too light or too dark, adjust it. Or if you want to wait for the paint to dry and see what it looks like tomorrow and make your adjustments, that's fine. As I look at this, I'm not happy with how many tints there are or the differences. There's not a lot of change here, and this is much darker than this one. So I want to try again. So I'm going to talk you through that, because you're going to go through those times where something doesn't look right. You don't like the way it is. I make those mistakes too, and we learn from them. So let's start over. I've got my white. I'm going to put a little mark of blue there and get my white. Let's get a little bit more white. A little bit more. Nice, good scoop to work with. There we go. It's nearly white. All right, make that circle. And remember, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. All right, now, tiny little dot of blue, tiny dot. stir it in. Stir, stir, stir. They're well blended. Take one more dot, little baby dot. Color is very powerful, it's very strong. So when you start working, you don't need a lot of it. Lay that paintbrush down, press it, and just pull it around. I'm standing up while I'm painting. I find that that is easier for me because I can have more control going around my work. Much better. All right, is that another little dot? I'm gonna gradually get darker. All right, there we go. I like that better because it's more subtle. It's more like very light or extra, extra light, very light, kind of light. And then we'll see it get down almost back to the base color. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna put this on fast forward and I'll check back in with you when we go to shades. All right, so I am all done with my tints and I just applied a clean base color. This outermost ring is just my regular blue. There's no white paint mixed in, nor any black paint yet. So now I'm gonna get into my tints. Just like with the white, I'm gonna be real careful to not have any extra. The thing that I like to do with my black, because I know this is the last part, is I like to take that tiny dip and just stir it right into my blue, my base color blue. I don't have to start a new section, I just start using that one. Already it's changed quite a bit, and I'm gonna start applying these rings. There we go. And this, when it gets dark, it's almost got even a greenish tone to it. One more dot. As you're working, if you find that you are creating more than 3 tints of your base color and more than 3 shades of your base color, that's okay. I want you to strive for those 3, but if you create more, that is okay. Dip again, keep making this darker. We are still blue, it's just dark blue, it's a shade of blue. And the contrast that we have with these colors is what's creating the illusion of light. All right, I think I've got room for one more dot of black. It does start to look more like black paint instead of blue, but there's still blue in there, so it is a shade of blue rather than just black paint. All right, that's complete. I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll talk about our silhouetted figures for our next section. Happy making, artist.